bury my name in the blood-red sand, chained to the sins I don't understand. The preacher's gone, the church is ash, and death just nods as we ride past. Burnt leather boots, a pistol load, a flask of fire and tales of woe. I ride with ghosts and midnight songs, where the right feels wrong and wrong feels strong. Whistle through the canyon wind, her stealing dust beneath my skin. Her I ain't afraid to bleed again. I ride through dust and chains, my friend. Her one wheel's truth, one wheel's lie. Fuel me up on smoke and ride. The heavens closed and hell's too tame, so I ride where there's no name. Bones and black ride close behind. No voice, no soul, just borrowed time. He keeps my shadow on a noose, but I ain't done, I cut him loose. Bar lights flicker, jukebox cries, a bluesman's tune where silence dies. The reaper drinks but never pays, still I toast him anyway. Her whistle through the canyon wind, her stealing dust beneath my skin. Her I ain't afraid to bleed again. I ride through dust and change, my friend. One wheel's truth, one wheel's lie. Fuel me up on smoke and ride. The heavens closed and hell's too tame, so I ride where there's no name. They say death waits in the still, but I've seen it ride fast on two wheels of four hooves, wearing my face and laughing. I ain't no saint, I ain't no king, just a shadow with a flame and a broken wing. But I'll ride till the dark runs dry, me and death, side by side. Whistle through the canyon wind, stealing dust beneath my skin. I ain't afraid to bleed again. I ride through dust and change, my friend. One wheel's truth, one wheel's lie. Fuel me up on smoke and ride. Death's behind, he knows my name, but I ride like fire through dust and chains. I lit a smoke by a crooked stone. Gray red here lies what I once known. Death pulled up with a grin and a sigh, said, "You still running from your wife?" We sat quiet where the flowers rot, talking about the wars we both forgot. I asked him, "You still taking names?" He laughed, "Son, you're already two ghosts under a bloodshot moon. He said some beg, some fight, some pray, but you just light a smoke and stay. I said we both got jobs to do, but I walk mine slow like I got nothing to prove. Let the banjo cry, let the harmonica bleed. This world chews you up and spits out your creed, but I got whiskey, dirt, and a name carved in pine. When you come for me, I won't run this time. I'll lay my bones in this burial ground. No crown, no glory, no fame to chase. Just me and the reaper, face to face. She reached across that dusty line, bone fingers cold as desert time. I locked her grip and stared her down. Ain't no fear in this battleground. My knuckles cracked, the sky held still. The moon watched quiet from the hill. I didn't move, didn't breathe, just held her there and wouldn't leave. In the grip of the grave, I held my ground. No mercy there, no turnaround. If this is how the story's carved, then let 'em say I fought that hard. Yeah, in the grip of the grave, I didn't care. Her smile was bones, her voice was wind. Said you can't be what always wins. But I ain't here to cheat the end, just to face it like a goddamn man. She pushed, I pushed, the dirt stood still. Time itself bent to our will. No prayers, no cries, no sacred bell. Just two locked souls and a silent hell. In the grip of the grave, I clench my past. Every sin, every breath, every bullet cast. If she pulls me under, let it be known I never knelt, I held my own. Yeah, in the grip of the grave, I stood alone. It ain't about beating her, it's about making her remember you. I don't know who win this round, but I'll go down like thunder sound. Let the crows circle, let 'em wait. I ain't done until I break. If this is the last thing that I do, let it echo, let it bruise. I didn't flinch, I didn't sway, and I'll haunt her hands till Judgment Day.
with a smoke and a sigh. Sun's gone down, ain't no stars in the sky. Boots full of dust, hands stained in sin. He showed up again, that old friend in skin. His shadow don't fall, but I feel the cold, wearing that cloak like stories untold. He don't ask, and I don't lie. We just sit and watch the night roll by, and we don't speak much, me and Dad. Just share the silence and one last breath. The fire burns low, the night rides slow, and I light my smoke with the end I know. I offered him whiskey, he just grinned, bones creaking soft like a rusted wind. Told me, boy, you've run far and wide, but every rider's got one final ride. I laughed like hell, took a drag real deep, my regrets and ghosts too tired to keep. He don't judge, just nods his head like he's heard it all from the long time dead. And we don't say much, me and death, just share the stillness and what's left. I got no tears, I got no fight, just a cigarette glow in the pale moonlight. Sometimes I think he's more friend than foe. He's been there waiting at every low. Never pushed, just stayed in view like a shadow I never outgrew. So here we sit till the ember dies. No need for prayers, no last goodbyes. I've seen too much, I've bled too long to beg for mercy or sing a song. But if he takes me, come morning light, let him know I went down right. Boots on the hard bear, truth in my chest, with the smoke and my old friend death. Yeah, we don't cry much, me and death, just ride the silence till there's nothing left. When the fire's out and the road runs cold, we'll ride that dust trail brave and bold. slow by a warm gravestone. Struck a match like it lit his bone. Death sat quiet with hollow eyes, waiting on truth, no alibi. Smoke curled up in the blood-red sky. Both had nothing left to justify. One more drag, one last breath. No need to beg, just deal with death. And my banjo plays like a countdown ticks. That can cries through the desert thick. His hand don't shake, his heart don't bleed. He knows what's coming, he plants a seed. Smoke before the shot, silence in the air. One man breathes while the other stares. No heaven calls, no devil fights, just steel and dust and long good nights. He once rode free with a fire inside. Now every mile's where memories die. Leather cracked, soul gone dry. Only death still looks him in the eye. Slide guitar howls like a preacher's curse. Boots hit gravel slow and terse. No one speaks, the deal's been made. Smoke fades out like a ghost parade. Smoke before the shot, one last vow. A man meets fate with a furrowed brow. He lights his truth, then drops a match and stares death down in the final scratch. Let it burn slow, 'cause there's no running from what we know. I buried my name in the blood-red sand, chained to the sins I don't understand. The preacher's gone, the church is ash, and death just nods as we ride past. Burnt leather boots, a pistol low, a flask of fire and tales of woe. I ride with ghosts and midnight songs, where the right feels wrong and wrong feels strong. Running a whistle through the canyon wind, steel and dust beneath my skin. I ain't afraid to bleed again. I ride through dust and chains, my friend. One wheel's truth, one wheel's lie. Fuel me up on smoke and rye. Heaven's closed and hell's too tame, so I
never paid. Still I toast him anyway. Whistle through the canyon wind, steel and dust beneath my skin. I ain't afraid to bleed again. Ride through dust and chains, my friend. One wheel's truth, one wheel's lie. Fuel me up on smoke and ride. For heaven's closed and hell's too tame, so I ride where there's no name. They say death waits in the still, but I've seen it ride fast on two wheels or four hooves, wearing my face and laughing. I ain't no king, just a shadow with a flame and a broken wing. But I'll ride till the dark runs dry, me and death side by side. Whistle through the canyon wind, steel and dust beneath my skin. I ain't afraid to bleed again. I ride through dust and chains, my friend. One wheel's truth, one wheel's lie. Fuel me up on smoke and ride. Death's behind, he knows my name, but I ride like fire through dust and chains.
Dust in my lungs, sunburn in my skin. Riding steel thunder where the end begins. Leather and sorrow, a bottle half dry, and death on my tail with fire in her eye. I ride with the reaper, side by side, two shadows burn beneath the blood-red sky. No God, no preacher, no place to hide, just me and the wind and the ghost I ride. Every road ends, but I ain't done. Hell's just a highway without the sun. So I light a match and twist the grip. One last ride for the reaper dips. Ha! 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 sins on a matchstick flame. Watched them burn with the ghost of my name. Rode through ash where angels fall. Ain't no savior ever heard my call.
No heaven for me, just the dirt and the dust. Still in my hands and a soul I don't trust. Crosses behind me, chains on my mind. I left the light and I ain't looking behind.
My horse is a Harley, my Bible's a gun. I ride till the black chokes out the sun. Smoke in my lungs, blood on the sand. Every mile's a grave I don't understand.
No heaven for me, just the dirt and the dust. Still in my hands and a soul I don't trust. Crosses behind me, chains on my mind. I left the light and I ain't looking behind. You can pray by the fire, you can cry at the stone, but I buried my heart where the dead ride alone. The devil don't chase me, he just rides near. Whispers my name when the silence gets clear. Find 'em for me, just the dirt and the dust. Still in my hands and a soul I don't trust. Crosses behind me, chains on my mind. I left the light and I ain't looking behind.
Sat on this pew in Sunday suit, not for prayer but to face the truth. She came with no thunder, no chime, just silence and right on time. The stained glass burned a holy red, but my sins were already said. I ain't begging for a second round, just listening to the sacred sound. Last prayer ain't mine to give, ain't no priest where outlaws live. If she sits beside me still, guess I paid what blood must spill. This ain't mercy, this ain't trial, just death waiting a little while. I tipped my hat inside the door, left the coat and shame on the floor. Didn't kneel, didn't say a name, 'cause heaven don't need blame. She laid her hand on the pew's edge, a touch like frost across a ledge. No fire, no brimstone cry, just a quiet nod to say goodbye. Last prayer ain't sung in rhyme, it's a stare at the end of time. No choir rises in this night, just me and bones in candlelight. And if she stays to hear me breathe, maybe I ain't got to leave.
They say even sinners find a pew if they face what's real and true. So here I sit, boots and dust, a man of shadow and some rust. Last prayer don't need no words, just silence shared between two old worlds. A final look, no need to flee. If death came and sat with me, if death just sat with me.
Moon don't blink, the lantern sways on a stone that bears my name. He's grinning bones in a tattered hood. Said one last game if you think you could. My hands still shake, though I've killed my fear. Blood on the cards, ghosts in my beer. He said pick a hand, make you move, but I ain't sure what I'm trying to prove. I rode through fire, I walked through lies, buried my brothers under blooded skies. But what's the death just waits with a crooked grin, saying you cheated life, now cash it in. I rode through fire, I walked through lies, buried my brothers under blood red skies. But what's the hear your soul's gone black. You beat the reaper, sat with death in a chapel pew. He said, son, I've been riding with you. Stained glass light on my calloused hands. No preacher, no cross, just blood in the sand. I sat with death, and he knew my name. Said the road you took don't carry shame. 1,000 sins and a gun to warn. Some men die just to be reborn. He lit a match with a hollow grin. Said, you're already dead, now let's begin. I heard the bells, but no one prayed. Just wind through the bones where the choir once sang. I sat with death, and he knew my name. Said the road you took don't carry shame. 1,000 sins and a gun to warn. But some men die just to be reborn. I asked if heaven ever heard my cry. He said, you've been preaching with every mile. No angels here, no holy breath, just silence shared between man and death. I sat with death, and he said to me, the ride goes on, but the soul rides free. My boots still walk, though my time is torn. Some men die just to be reborn.
Splintered cross of boots dragging sins I never lost. The dust in my lungs, blood in my grin, death behind me whispering again. Whiskey lips and a broken vow, a name carved deep on a weathered brow. The road's my preacher, the fire's my pew. Ain't no savior, just what I do. Banjos humming like a rattlesnake coils, Appointed wails with the scent of toil. Cowboy whistle cuts the evening cold as death keeps pace, silent and bold. Pool gravel and grace, that's all I got. A past that burns, a soul that's shot. No choir sings, no angels wait, just me and death riding out fate. flat slide guitar moans a farewell sigh. Ancient chains rattle low like a warning cry. Steam from the pipe, thunder rolls. This road don't spare no rebel soul. Laid my guilt in the burning sand. Raise that cross with a trembling hand. I don't repent, I don't ask why. I just keep walking till the desert runs dry. Go gravel and grace, no holy light, just barroom ghosts and barbed wire nights. Let death come close, let the storm erase, but I'll go down swinging with gravel and grace. Let the dust rise, let the reaper chase. I'll carry my cross through gravel and graves. Whoa! Dust on my coat, fire in my chest. Two guns hang where my sins rest. I walk with shadows, they know my name, but I ain't looking for no fame. Boot steps echo, dry wind moans. I don't draw, I just take bones. But he rides true, don't flinch or cry. That's the kind I let ride by. Dead men ride with their heads held high. One's got breath, the other's sky. A bond in blood, a trail in flame. One walks free, the other claims. I seen towns burn, I seen hearts rot. I ain't a hero, just all I got. He rides beside me, pale and thin, but we both know where we've been. He don't beg, he don't plead, just does his job, lets wounds bleed. If I had a soul, I'd tip my hat to a man who don't look back. Dead men ride with their heads held high. One's got breath, the other's sky. A bond in blood, a trail in flame. One walks free, the other claims. No prayers left in this town of ghosts. Then we ride on and make the toast.
other flies. We ain't saints, but we don't kneel. Two souls bound in blood and steel.
Ash rains down where justice fell. Smoke rolls thick like a preacher's spell. We lit the match on the lies they sold. Now me and death walk the road of gold. Boots stomp embers, heart don't shake. Truth cuts deeper than any stake. I ain't the hero, never was, but I carry a wrath like it's heaven's cause. Fire don't scare the dead. We've burned it all, left nothing unsaid. I don't ride behind, I don't crawl ahead. I walk beside her where the brave once bled. Yeah, fire don't scare the dead. Hell's already been tread. Old church burned, cross turned black. No savior riding to pull us back. My sins scream louder than the flames, but I still stand, I own my name. Dust on my coat, smoke in my breath. Got one hand gripped on fate, one on death. You call this vengeance, call it sin. I call it where the end begins. Fire don't scare the dead. We've burned it all, left nothing unsaid. I don't ride behind, I don't crawl ahead. I walk beside her where the brave once bled. Yeah, fire don't scare the dead. The reckoning's been fed. I didn't come to make peace. I came to bury what lied. And if fire is the price, let it all burn. Hollow eyes behind her veil. She don't cry, she don't wail, but she nods when I don't flinch. Cause we both know truth don't blink an inch. The town's in ruin, but I walk proud. No sermons here, no angry crowd. Just bones and embers, gun and creed. Just me and death and what we need. Final fire don't scare the dead. Our boots raise dust where angels fled. We ain't slowing, we ain't misled. We walk as one through fire and dread. No chains, no tomb, no thread. Just one last trail and flames ahead. Yeah, fire don't scare the dead.
Bar light flickers on a bottle near gone. She sat down like she'd known me all along. No sickle, no flame, no storming gate. Just silence dressed in a blackened state.
I tipped my glass, she nodded slow. The clock ran out, but I won't go low. A man don't beg for one more breath. He just makes peace and drinks with death. Here's to the roads I burned, to every lesson never learned, to sins I wore like Sunday clothes, and the truth only the reaper knows. No prayers, no ghost, no boast, just me and her and the final toast. The bar went quiet, like time stood still. Not a word, just the weight of will. My hands were warm, my soul was dry, but I looked her dead in that hollow eye. I said, I ain't proud, but I ain't ashamed. She grinned like a card with my name. She poured again, I drank it slow. One last round before I go. Here's to the fights I lost, to the friends buried at heavy cost, to lovers gone like desert wind, and to the scars I'd earn again. No angel, no ghost, no boast, just me and her and the final toast. You don't argue with the end, but you sure as hell don't meet it crawling. She stood up, I stayed in place. No fear left behind this face. She nodded once, no sound, no pain, just boots on wood and out in rain. I left my hat and left my name. What I was ain't hers to claim, but if you find my empty glass, know I went out first and last. Here's to the fire, here's to the frost, to every line I should have crossed, to nights I rode with ghosts unknown, and to die like a man alone. No tears, no boast, just me and her and the final toast.
Woke up in the dust, face down in the heat. Tire marks lay west, my blood on the seat. Leather's torn, gas tank's dry, but I still ride, 'cause I ain't ready to die. Behind me, wind don't blow the same. Something follows that don't got a name. I've seen crosses buried deep in sand. Now death rides high with a gun in hand. Let the dust know my name. I ain't running, but I ain't the same. Steel in my veins, fire in my chest. If I go down, I'll go down reaper's close, but I ride slow. I once had brothers, I once had a song. Now it's echoes and ghosts riding along. One wheel squeaks like a morning bell, and my shadow's longer than the road to hell. Let the dust know my name. I ain't running, but I ain't the same. Still in my veins, fire in my chest. If I go down, I'll go down dressed. Let the dirt take my bones, but not before I ride alone. And if he catches me, then so it goes. The reaper's close, but I ride slow. He stands up there, coat full of knives, silent as the graves of 1,000 lives. But I got one more mile, one more song. If I burn out, I'll burn strong. Let the dust know my name. I ain't praying for no holy flame. Bury my head, keep the wheels warm. Death ain't scary when you felt the storm. Let the dirt take my bones, but not before I ride alone. And if he catches me, I won't beg or scream. I'll just ride on through the goddamn dream.
Footprints deep in the desert dust, blood on the wood, heart full of rust. He walks like a prayer through a world gone black, and death don't speak, but he's right at his back. Coat torn up from the miles he's bled, on his shoulder, ghosts in his head. No town, no law, no holy man, just the reaper and the wind and a one-way plan. Yeah, a banjo screams like a devil's laugh. Harmonic and moans down a broken path. Lonesome train, and death just grins in the driving rain. He rides with fire in his soul, no name to say, dragging sins like chains to an unmarked grave. A sinner's song and a bluesy cry, he don't run, he's too proud to die. Whiskey breath and a Bible torn, he ain't been clean since the day he was born. Biker's soul in a cowboy skin, he don't beg, don't break, don't let him in. Barrel warm and eyes gone cold, stories carved in scars too bold. Tires screeching down a highway bend, every ride might be the end. Slide guitar howls like a funeral bell, engine growls like a hymn from hell. Storm clouds roll as he lights that flame, and death just watches, calls his name. He rides with fire in his chest, with blood to spend. No priest, no peace, no final friend. Cowboy cross on a holy hill. If death don't take him, nothing will. Let the thunder roll, let the dust never rest. He don't stop for heaven, he just rides through the west. Boots sink deep in this burning sand, bones on shore, cross in hand. A life of fire, a trail of dust. Now I walk alone, 'cause I walk I must. The wind don't howl, it judges me. Each mile a verse of my eulogy. A six-gun center, broken crown. Now I wear the weight to lay it down. I carry the cross I carved in blood. Through hell I walk, through ash and mud. No priest, no prayer, no righteous man, just bones and burden. That's who I am. That's who I am. Ain't no savior looking down, just storm and sky, no holy sound. But I won't drop it, won't let it fall. This sin's my weight, I'll bear it all. I carry the cross I carved in blood. Through hell I walk, through ash and mud. No priest, no prayer, no righteous man, just bones and burden. That's who I am. That's who I am. Forgiveness don't ride where the vultures fly, but I'll drag this weight till the day I die. And maybe then when I fall face down, the ground will take me without a sound. I carry the cross I carved in blood, paid for hate with every thud. No one weeps for a gunman down, but I still walk, 'cause I still stand with bones and burdens. Yeah, bones and burdens. That's who I am.
Fire's low, but it still burns like the bridges I never returned. Every mile I rode alone left ghosts in my marrow, carved into bone. Death, I see you sitting there still, ain't scared no more, just feeling the chill. You ain't speaking, but you don't need to. You've been waiting, I've been drifting to you. Ash and ember, name and flame, all I've done I can't reclaim. If I sing it now, maybe it don't die. So here's my truth for the final goodbye. Loved a woman, left her crying in dawn. Swore I'd be back, then I was gone. My hands are worn, my soul is thin. She's long gone, I pay in sin. Ash and ember, name and flame, all I've done I can't reclaim. If I sing it now, maybe it don't die. So here's my truth for the final goodbye. Ain't asking mercy, ain't begging grace, just wanna leave more than a hollowed face. So take this song, let it echo through dust. Not redemption, just a whisper of trust. Ash and ember, name and flame, all I've done I can't reclaim. But if this sound stays when I'm gone, then I didn't die all alone.
The bar's near empty, save me and him. Cloak like a shadow, eyes like sin. He poured the whiskey, didn't say a word. Guess all my prayers were already heard. The glass felt heavy, like the years I lost. He raised his bone hand, we drank to the cost. No guns, no smoke, no last goodbye, just silence thick as a blood-red sky. I drank before the dust, that's all I've got. No redemption, no second shot. If he's the end, then let it be. I've been been dying slow since 23. I told him my sins, he just grinned wide. Death don't judge, he just lets it ride. I asked if hell's as bad as they say. He laughed, boy, you've been there every day. And I ain't no legend, no tale worth song, just a man who wrote too far, too wrong. So I tipped my head and clinked the glass with the only friend who'll stay till the last. A drink before the dust, no words remain, just a glass of nod and the end of pain. No thunder, no fire, no grand parade, just me and death in the debt I paid. Still where the cold winds bite, I laid my hand down under ghostly light. The reaper smiled with a bony grin, said, you lose this round, boy, I take your sin. My knuckles cracked like Judgment Day, but I ain't come this far to crawl or pray. The steel in my wrist, dirt in my soul, we locked like thunder, the dead kept cold. I wrangle with the reaper, eye to eye, one hand gripping fate, the other goodbye. He laughs in shadows, but I grit through pain. My fire still burns through his cold domain. I wrangle with the reaper, bones may snap, going down in no silent. Whispered names that the dust forgot, of brothers buried and battles fought. But I just spit and drew a breath, 'cause I ain't scared of talking death. I wrangle with the fate, the other goodbye. He laughs in shadows, but I grit through pain. My fire still burns through his cold domain. I wrangle with the reaper, bones may snap, but I ain't going down in no silent trap. He don't blink, he don't sweat, but I just yet. We both know how this night could end, but I break his grip, or damn well bang. I wrangle with the reaper till the blood runs
black, and I ain't giving them nothing I can't take back. Let the world rot, let the sky turn red. Long as I fight, I ain't dead.
You showed up quiet like smoke on the trail, bones in black, thinking I'd bail, but I grip these bars like I grip my fate. You want my soul, well, you're gonna wait. I ain't done yet, hear that roar, still got blood, still want more. You ride behind, think you've won, but I burn like fire under this sun. Graves don't scare me, moon don't bite. I was born in dust, raised in night. Chains you bring won't fit this skin. I ride with rage and I ride to win. I ain't done yet, hear that roar, still got blood, still want more. You ride behind, think you've won, but I burn like fire under this sun. I see you there, grinning cold, but I still got roads to ride and stories untold. Call me stubborn, call me mad, but I'll go down swinging like my old man had. Every mile's a curse, every turn's a test. You can follow me, death, but I don't rest. I ain't done yet, carve that in stone. This rebel don't kneel, don't ride alone. So hang on tight, you bony guest, 'cause this last ride gonna be my best. Smoke on the trail, bones in black, thinking I'd bail, but I grip these bars like I grip my fate. You want my soul, well, you're gonna wait. I ain't done yet, hear that roar, still got blood, still want more. You ride behind, think you've won, but I burn like fire under this sun. Graves don't scare me, moon don't bite. I was born in dust, raised in night. Change you bring won't fit this skin. I ride with rage and I ride to win. I ain't done yet, hear that in stone. This rebel don't kneel, don't ride alone. So hang on tight, you bony guest, 'cause this last ride gonna be my best. You showed up quiet like smoke on the trail, bones in black, thinking I'd bail, but I grip these bars like I grip my fate. You want my soul, you're gonna wait. I ain't done yet, hear that roar, still got blood, still want more. You ride behind, think you've won, but I burn like fire under this sun. Graves don't scare me, moon don't bite. I was born in dust, raised in night. Change you bring won't fit this skin. I ride with rage and I ride to win. I ain't done yet, carve that in stone. This rebel don't kneel, don't relenize. So hang on tight, you bony guest, 'cause this last ride gonna be my best.
I sat in the pews, blood in my hands. Smoke from the past still clings like brands. She looked like bones wrapped in night, but I ain't blinked, I came to fight. I spoke to the Reaper face to face, told him I'd ride, I won't be erased. Fire in my chest, gun on my side. If I'm dying tonight, I'll do it with pride. She trade for one more breath. I said, my soul's cracked, but I fear not death. I've killed for less, I've prayed for more, but mercy's a ghost I don't look for. I spoke to the Reaper face to face, told him I'd ride, I won't be erased. Fire in my chest, gun on my side. If I'm dying tonight, I'll do it with pride. I made my sins and I said them loud. You take what's yours, but you leave my name. 'Cause I walked through hell and I lit that flame. I spoke to the Reaper and I stood tall, told him this cowboy won't crawl. Ash in my mouth, dust in my eyes, I'll ride into death with fire in eyes.
Snow crunches like bones under broken feet. Heart pounding loud where the cold winds meet. I ain't prayed in years, but I did today. 'Cause death's got spurs and he rides my way. His horse don't age, just breathes out ash. Eyes like coals and a scythe to slash. I've killed my share, burned down the lies, but now he's close, I see the whites of his eyes. Ride from the Reaper, run through the snow. Hell's on my heels and I can't move slow. Chains in the wind, hear the devil moan. One step behind with a voice like stone. I ain't dying on my knees. No rope, no cross, I ride through fire. Let the Reaper get lost. I see the markers, names I knew. Every grave reminds what a man can do. But I ain't no saint, never wore a crown. Just whiskey dust and a 6-gun frown. My sins ain't gone, they ride with me, tied to my back like a ghost cavalry. But I keep running, breath like steam, chased by death and a life unseen. Ride from the Reaper, run through the snow. Hell's on my heels and I can't move slow. Chains in the wind, hear the devil moan. One step behind with a voice like stone. I ain't dying on my knees. No rope, no cross, I ride through fire. Let the Reaper get lost. Ain't no finish line for a man like me. Just cold breath and scorched memory. Ride from the Reaper, no grave, no name. Just a ghost in the dusk, riding pride and shame. Let the sky crack black, let the preacher cry. I ain't laying down, I was born to defy. I ain't dying on my knees. No rope, no cross, a rat
standing past the stones, cloaked in dust and sun-bleached bones. You smile like you always do, thinking I forgot the likes of you. But my fists ain't made for prayer, and I've walked hell, I breathed and said, your moon is full, your shadow wide, but I ain't ready for that ride. Not tonight, Reaper, I still bleed fire. You can't pull me down from this wire. Your hands are cold, but I burn hot, and I won't lay down in your plot. You want a soul, then earn your fight, but I ain't dying here tonight. So load your curse and strike with might, but not tonight, not tonight. You swing that scythe like it's a crown, but I put worse than you in the ground. I've buried ghosts and drank with sin, so don't expect me to give in. I've seen the sky turn black and crack, but I never once ain't fought back. So draw your silence, speak your doom, but I still walk, I still consume. Not tonight, Reaper, I still bleed fire. You can't pull me down from this wire. Your hands are cold, but I burn hot, and I won't lay down in your plot. You want a soul, then earn your fight, but I ain't dying here tonight. So load your curse and strike with might, but not tonight, not tonight. You've waited long, but I ain't weak. My soul's too scarred for you to see. Not tonight, Reaper, I still bleed fire. You can drag the wind, but not this rider. You came for peace, but found a flame. I'm not yet done with pain and shame, so point that grin and start the fight. But I won't fall, not tonight.